Introduction to Business Letter. This is our topic of discussion for this week. In this session, I will divide the explanation into several subtopics. First, we are talking about the common layout used in business letter. Next, we are going to talk about part of business letter. Then the third one is how to structure our ideas in written communication. And the last one is about common language and tone for business letter. Okay, now let's start with the layout type that we can use in writing business letter. Talking about letters layout, you should be familiar with block style. What is block style? How does it look like? The key term that you should remember in this kind of layout is that there is no indentation for every first sentences of each paragraph. So if you can see from the example, all the first sentences are placed at the same position as the other sentences in the paragraph. No indentation. Don't tape when you are writing in the beginning of your paragraph. Then let's see three types of block style layout that we commonly find in business letters. Here first, we have fully block style. In this style, all letter components from the date, salutation, everything is written from the left side. While the second one is modified block style. In this model, you can see here the day and closing greetings are put on the right side, while the rest still on the left with no indentation. So we call it as modified block style. And the last one, semi-block style. Here, day and closing greetings, just like modified block style, are put on the right side of your letter. And you can see here, the first line of each paragraph is indented. So you tap once anytime you start your paragraph. So it is clear enough on how to differentiate those three common business letter layout: fully block style, modified block style, and semi-block style. Then, if you have question, which layout is better than others? What I can say here, we cannot claim that one of them, fully block style, modified block style, semi-block style, is better than others, because it's just about being consistent. So you just need to choose one and consistently use it as the layout of your office letter. Okay, now let's move to part of business letter. There are normally 9 components that you should remember in writing a business letter. First, reference. Reference is initial of the writer or typist, or sometimes it can also initial for filing reference. These may be varied in every company or institution. Each company has its own rules in making initial for the reference of the letter. In Indonesia, for example, people normally recognize the document for filing based on the number of the letter. The second component is date. Actually, in this part, there is also no fixed style of writing the date of the letters. But the most common order to show the date is day, or the day, and the month, and then the year. So we have 2nd of April 2020. Or in another way, you can have the order of month, day, and then year. So you will have April 2nd, 2020. But in the second form, you need to use comma after the date. Next, we come to recipient address, the next component. The address should be typed as what it appears in the envelope. Recipient's name should be clear. The recipient names can be the name of person or name of department. If you know the name of the person, so you can directly write Mrs. Yosi Handayani, Politeknik Negeri Batam, this is the institution, and this is the address. Or if this is not for personal, department's name, such as HRD Manager, Politeknik Negeri Batam, Parkway Street, Batam Center. Okay. Next, salutation or opening greeting. If the name of the recipient is clear, then you mention in the address, so you are going to use personal salutation. So you are going to write, Dear Miss Yosi, for example. While if the address is for an organization, you can directly say, Dear sirs. Or in another case, you do not know the name of the person, or you do not know whether it is man or woman, so you just need to write, Dear sir, or Dear madam, Dear HRD managers, as your opening. Next component is heading. Heading is subject. What is the subject of your letter? And we normally put the subject after opening. Then complimentary clause. Complimentary clause is a closing greeting. So at the end of our letter, we have complimentary clause. It is just like salutation, but it is put at the end of our letter. And this is the most common expression used complimentary clause. Sincerely yours, or yours sincerely, yours faithfully. Then after having the complimentary clause, you are going to have sender's name and destination composition. So, for example, you are going to have your faithfully Yosi Handayani, General Manager. Or your sincerely Yosi Handayani, Manager. Or your sincerely Yosi Handayani, Chairman. It depends on the position. Then we have a clausura. This is related to what file or what document you are going to enclose with your letter. And to identify or to show that you have the enclosure, you can write ENC or ENCS at the end of your letter or at the foot of the letter. Normally on the left foot of our letter. Copies is just another component. Normally we have CC and BCC. CC stand for copy circulated. So you will know or will write all people who also get the copy. But if you write BCC, it means the writer doesn't want the recipient know the third party who is also receiving the letter. So BCC, blind copy circulated. That's our explanation about part of business letter. Next, we talk about how to structure our communication in written communication. In general, there are 4 main points that you should have in your letter, in the structures of your letters. First, introduction or opening. In this part, you are going to write the reason of why you are writing the letter, and you can also refer to a previous letter of communication or contract or document, and then you can also have an introduction to the matters being discussed. Then in your central section or body, you are going to have all information that recipient need to know. Therefore, body paragraph should provide all detailed relevant information. The central part of the letter can be separated into paragraphs, several paragraphs, based on the theme of the information. So you can have several body paragraph. And the information should be ordered in a logical flow for body paragraph. Then you are going to have conclusion or closing, or you can divide them into 2 parts. In conclusion, you can have something which is related for call action or response section, related to the issue that you want to communicate in your letter. This section contains message to a logical conclusion, and then you are going to state the action expected from the recipient if you have it. Then set the action you will take as the result of the detail provided. So if you have something such as action or response that you need from your recipient, so you can have this part, or you just need to omit it. Then the last part is closing. Closing should be simple and relevant to the content of the message. Be brief, but still relevant. It is usually all that is necessary to conclude from the message, the above message that you have written. Okay? Next, we come to language and tone in business letter. The easiest way of remembering language and tone in business letter is ABC. So we have accurate, brief, and then clear. Accurate, it should be fact. So check it carefully. You need to check the fact carefully. You should include all relevant details. And then you need to proofread to make sure that you have no grammatical error, misspelling, or mistype, or missing information. Then be brief. You need to keep your sentences short. Simple sentence, simple expression is better. You need to use non-technical language. Means that you need to use high frequency wording. Then the last one is clear. Means you need to use plain and simple English. You need to write in easy and natural style. You don't need to have too much unnecessary sentences or unnecessary information. Then you need to avoid formality and familiarity. So A, B, C. Then we are going to see some example of appropriate and inappropriate expression in business letters. On the left part, we have inappropriate expression, and the right side, we have appropriate expression. These expressions are for the same meaning. For example, number one, when you write, we cannot do anything about your problem. This is inappropriate. It will be better for you to say, unfortunately, we are unable to help you on this occasion. It sounds better. So they go for the same meaning, but different tone. Next example, I am writing to complain because I am very unhappy with the way I was treated in your store today. Write this in your complaint letter, but this is not appropriate. It will be better to say, I was unhappy with the standard service I received in your store today. Both expression want to show that you want to complain about something, but the tone is different. Okay, that's all our discussion and for this week. Hope that you can easily understand it. See you in the next video with two topics. It's going to be about request or inquiry letter. Bye.